Well, I was just in Pete's chat and I was being hasty and like I don't want to be friends anymore because I've been finding that like his chats are awful. Like I feel like I can't even go in my own best friend's chat. If he was a friend, he would get rid of them. No, I don't want to spend one night away from Nader. Why? Why? He's still going to be depressed when I leave. He's still going to be depressed when I leave the next morning. I want to sleep with Nader. We're making things work, and that's it. It's not about making people do what I want. As a best friend, he should just want to. And no, you are the one who made fun of Pete. Why do I talk like this? And whenever you did that face, yeah, it made me laugh, and I'm a piece of shit for laughing at that, I guess. The minute that I come in his chat, they all flock. That f***ing ugly butchy woman, Goose Chuck.
Why is Goose Chuck in here? Because I've never had any problems with them. If you really have to do, never stable. How long is my hair? It is this long. It is gut length.
Maybe it isn't a beautiful friendship. Maybe it's not. We haven't really been in much touch for 3 years. No, I'm not allowed to have male friends. But Pete's is not really male. It's true. It's true. What? Works out in my favor. Maybe we're also going separate ways. I don't know. And then there was a woman who came in, another vulture. Oh, don't listen to the beast calling me names right in front of him, and he just lets it go. Okay, well, I see what kind of like friend you are, but whatever. Never mind.
Sometimes I ignore them just to like not give them any oxygen.
I don't know, Rosemary. I gotta think long and hard if I want to live with anyone. Seriously. The only people I could live with are my husband and Pete's. I can't live with just anybody. I'm very picky. Whenever I'm stressed and I'm so lonely and I'm sad, I have to just remember that this will pass, you know? That's why I don't really want to live completely alone. Yeah, if Pete's and I split, that's the thing, like one bedroom is like $1,400 some places, but you can get like a 2-bedroom for $1,400. That would be $700 each. But we enable each other's bad habits. But he's the only person I trust with my life. And I was like a shit friend to him. Because I had to keep him secret. And even that he understood. He's like, that, well, he's always, that's his reaction, everything. I mean, you don't want to disrespect your husband. I get it. I am so despicable. I boss him around like a slave. Whatever, I pay all the rent. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Stop trying to control us. It's not about controlling shit. It's about he should be doing these things automatically. I feel like his family got in his head and he's just so happy to just throw it. Like he was just too happy to throw everything away, even though we broke up amicably, but it's still like some things he said were just hurtful. Do you think it's like fair for somebody normal to be with somebody he's like, no women here insult their husbands, and when we fight you insult me. Okay, and I forgave you when you cheated on me, right? So I never did that to you. Anyways, just stuff like that. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just probably leaving sooner, and I have no one to talk to because I'm here by myself because he left me alone again. Like, I know he's just gonna leave me like dust in the wind and just move on. Someone else. Like I'm nothing. You know, I always feel like nothing in everyone's life. I want to feel like... You ever just want to feel like number one in someone's life? Like just, you know, this one person just can't live without you. Like, I would want someone to feel the way about me that I did about him. Like, I really, 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 really do. I really do. I would love that. Did you talk to Pete when you were in Kuwait for years? Yeah, we did keep in touch regularly. Yep. He's like literally the only person I know with values and that he sticks to. And I like hung out with him and I would have to keep my friendship with him secret. Oh yeah, I was talking to Pete this whole time and I hung out with him yesterday, so fuck you. Well, he needs to not be lazy. If he's too lazy to defend his best friend, then he's maybe not a good best friend.
Nobody cares.
About what? Didi and
the drama.
Christ,
let the shit go.
I'm ranting.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, just let that shit go.
I will when I'm ready.
It's toxic and everybody is annoyed by it. Christ.
Well, go in your room and put earphones on then.
Honestly, like, I'm saying this for your benefit.
I know. I know. Yeah, YouTube lover. They blame. Yeah, I know. The thing is he doesn't even blame me for anything. They're the ones who make up fake problems. And I just wish he would see that. Like, they're not, you know, I don't know. Like, I was there for him. I brought him there. I was there with him when it happened. I paid for everything. And I was with him after. So, I mean, I don't know, like, how much more supportive I can be. He's one text away, one phone call. Fizz, I'm not feeling good. Can you please come? I need help. I need something. Bye. I would be right there.
Apparently he got annoyed at her for taking me to the animal hospital. Like, he got annoyed at her for taking me to the animal hospital. I mean, never mind that, you know, she's helping her best friend. Never mind that even. He's clearly just a self-centered, controlling asshole. And he's probably gonna hear that I said that. And I don't give a shit that he hears it. He deserves to hear that he's a self-centered, controlling asshole. And I genuinely, sincerely hope that she does break up with him soon. And I'm pretty sure Chantel's I'm pretty sure Chantel won't be happy that I said all this shit about him. I honestly don't give a shit. Do I tell her how I feel? Yes. Chantel knows how I feel about the situation.
I'm more mad at the people, like, the pathetic people who go in his chat to do that. Like, get a life. You really need to get a life. You get so mad, it's almost funny. You cannot shut someone up from talking about things that happen. If you really, really don't want people to talk about something that happened, then don't do it.
Yo, chow, this big. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the west, make put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, Now I don't mean to sound rude, baby, I heard you nothing. I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, with some twerk, with some pop, with some twerk, twerk, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, up and down, up and up and down, bounce your booty up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty up and down. Stick your booty out, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, around, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, around, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, around, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, stick your booty out, around, stick your booty out. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the weekend. To anyone watching in real time, I appreciate you. To anyone watching during playbacks, thank you so much. To any channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I see all the gifted pouring in. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just want to, real quick, Ghost, very close. I have green on the inner corners and blue. I have it pulled up. I got you. I got you. I got you. Close, close. And you know, I rotate the same kind of head wraps. I actually ordered some different head wraps. Hopefully they're the material and they turn out the way I want. But I actually, you guys are not new to this palette whatsoever. It's the Muerte palette from Melt Cosmetics. And then I thought to myself, I need to start pulling up these cards more often. I feel like that works better to explain to you guys. So here's that. I used Katrina on most of my lid and Angelito on the inner corner. So you guys know I don't have the best quality when it comes to my internet, so you probably can't see it that well, but those are the two colors. So again, Katrina on most of my lid and Angelito on the inner corner of my eyes. So that's what I have on today. Baby, thank you for all the love on the last edit. And y'all get it. We are going to have a field day with this stream, especially since Chantel likes to rewrite history so fucking much, as if the receipts don't exist, as if archiving is new around here, at least not with me. So we'll get into that in a moment. And before we actually get into Chantel, I want to get into something else real quick. But before I get into that, I want to just get to some of the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you guys so much. Geek Tanic, sorry if I messed up your name. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you. To the new members, and that's for all gifted members. Remember, you have access to the Discord. Get in there. There's a video linked in the description that gives you a quick tutorial on how to connect your YouTube account to Discord. So please get in there. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Geek. Bumble, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you, thank you. And where's the lie, Geek? Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Starting a GoFundMe to buy Pete some self-esteem. It's just, and I'm gonna get to the poll. It's an obvious answer. Let's be real. It's an obvious answer, but you never know, even though it's obvious. I feel like I'm gonna mess up your name. Tijan Sita. I'm just going to say Tijan. I'm so sorry. I know I'm messing up your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. I appreciate you so much. Again, apologies. I mess up names all the time. It's not intentional, but thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Remember, new members, please get in the Discord if you want. An incentive, well, the community in itself is the incentive to get into the Discord. It's an amazing community. But just in case anyone has a bit of time,
Tomorrow evening, Sundays is our Sunday mess in the Discord where we watch different shows. And tomorrow we'll be getting into the newest episode of Love is Blind, because I'm pretty sure that's out and I'm behind. The newest episode of Love is Blind. We'll be continuing with Love Island and all the Zeus and Now That's TV shows. And for those who don't know what that is, just buckle in. It's messy. Very messy. But I enjoy it and I don't care. So don't judge me. And I don't enjoy it alone. So yeah, when you find your people, you find your people. That's all I gotta say. Sounds like a you problem. Thank you so much, boo. Remember to like the stream. 1 like equals 1 more ladle saved from Chantel. I like how you're thinking. I like how you're thinking. That part. Like the stream. Like the stream. And another reason to like the stream, because we're gonna go over a quick clip from Miss Rosie. Quirky Love Rosie. Oh, bitch. You are dumb. You are dumb. But just like a lot of problematic creators on this space, they're dumb and loud. They're dumb in 4K. And I appreciate you for that. Cause baby, we're gonna circle back to Rosie's bitch ass. But today I just want to go over one specific clip. And I know I say this a lot and I just want to repeat it. I don't know why the fuck Rosie wanted the attention of this corner of the internet. Because now you have it. You have it, sweetie. And it's going to stay like that for a while. Raining, thank you so much for the super chat. I got you on speaker while I pass out Halloween candy. Speaking of Halloween, there's something for later. Something for later. And shout out to Heather. I'll go into that later. And be safe, baby, and have fun. And thank you for being here. Just Jamie, I spy more cheekbones. Baby, I'm trying. I'm trying. Thank you so much, Just Jamie. I'm trying. And believe it or not, I'm still on the same level of my GLP-1. For those who don't know, at least from my knowledge, I'm not a professional. There's 3 levels. I don't even know if I'm supposed to call them levels. I'm on the second one, and I've been on that one for a little bit. And I was just actually doing a follow-up where I could stay on this one because I'm still doing okay. So, yeah, pray for me, y'all. Just cross your fingers, toes, whatever, pray to whatever you believe in, because it's slow and steady, but it's still going, and I need it to keep going. I need it to keep going because I have some plans, and I just want this time for it to stick. And I was actually recently talking to someone about this. I'm just saying this from personal experience. Obviously, speak to your doctor. It's important you speak to your doctor. I'm no professional. I'm not your doctor. I don't know your history. If you are someone who is considering GLP-1 or looked into it or you're on the fence, take the next step. And the next step is speaking to your doctor because I'm not them. Take the next step. I cannot tell you how much I'm grateful I finally did it. And I have my days that I'm frustrated. Don't get me wrong. I have my weeks that I'm frustrated. But it truly is the best decision I've made in years. It really is. Just be patient. And I'm a hypocrite saying that because there's weeks that I'm just like, what the fuck? But the truth is, it's doing what it needs to do. And it's a great tool. That's all I'm saying. Again, talk to professionals. I'm not your doctor, but I am very grateful. Very, very grateful. Sounds like you problem. This eye makeup gives me the palette. Now, baby, I don't even know if this is even available. I got to go back on Milk Cosmetics website. But I have a long list of other palettes because of y'all. Milk Tea Reacts. Milk Tea. Because I think she took the React off. Milk Tea tagged me on something. I'm gonna have to get that palette. I recently ordered another Nomad palette, and there's another palette that I was looking into. Brand that I was looking into because of Valentina in Discord. Shout out to you, boo. Shout out to Milk Tea. Shout out to Valentina. And there's a third one I was looking into. Either way, y'all know where to get me. Y'all know where to get me. I should have pretended I don't like makeup, but I appreciate y'all. Jojo, thank you so much for the super chat. Stunning as always. I'm way behind on Chantel, so thank goodness for your lives because no way am I watching her without Charlie Filter. I appreciate you, Boone. There's a lot, unfortunately. The good thing is she kind of cycles through the same argument, so it's easy to clip these together. But I got you, boo. And be prepared to be very annoyed. But be comfortable. Thank you again. Kabiro, my mom's CAT scan was clear, no cancer. Shout out to you. Please, y'all, throw love in the chat for Kabiro. Throw love in the chat for Kabiro and Kabiro's mama. Oh, shout out to you. Shout out to you. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you, your mom, and your family. I could just imagine what type of pressure that took off of y'all. Oof. Shout out to you. And thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you, boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tracy, thank you for the super chat again with the absolute caucasity. She uses him and she knows exactly what she is doing, and he will give in every single time. Point blank, pure. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the truth. Actually, let me end the poll on that. Let me end the poll on that. Thank you for that reminder because we all know what it's going to be. I will say this. Where is it? I will say this because I grabbed this comment. TG, I'm gonna actually call you T because I'm tired of messing up your name. T, I grabbed your comment. Voted yes, but wishes Pete finally connects the dots and realizes the fact that he is miserable when Chantel is around, no matter how much he loves her. That and the Briar. I hope. Wait, sorry. I would hope that he wouldn't, but I know better at this point. Exactly. Exactly. This is a bit of a different perspective, but I also agree with this. Tweet T. If he was smart, he will wait at least 2 months before moving in with her to be sure she doesn't run back on New Year's. Because we all know it's gonna happen. And Pete isn't smart, but just saying, we all know what's gonna happen. Well, Pete is smart in his own way, but it would be wise for Pete to wait 2 to 3 months before saying, all right, I'm gonna move in. Watch the behavior, confirm she's actually staying and not about to run back. But we all know that's not the case. And Anal, I forgot to grab your message and save it before I started. But Anal Smeezes Jesus was pretty much like, girl, we all know Pizza's already in the apartment by now. That part too. Unfortunately. Pizza's probably already in the apartment waiting for Chantel. Pete's I wouldn't be surprised if Pete's already has a key and is going over there in some way. I know Pete doesn't drive, but going over there to collect packages or something for Chantel. Or maybe Chantel's having packages shipped to Pete's. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised in the slightest. But let me end this poll, and then we're going to go over a specific clip from Rosie's big funky ass, and then we'll get into Chantel. So the poll question was pretty simple. Do you think Pete's will move in with Chantel again? There were 915 votes. Thank you to everyone who voted. 88% said yes, 12% said no. I believe though 12% is either a new viewer or someone still holding on to hope, and I'm not even knocking you. I'm not even knocking you. But we all know what it's going to be, sadly. Let's see. I have a ball, not a volleyball. Welcome, Priscilla. Let me make sure I get your membership correct, but welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. And you are Supreme, so you have access to the Discord. Don't forget, tomorrow evening, we have a whole list of shows to watch. And thank you again, boo. Valentina, thank you. Doing dishes and dragging bitches. Thanks for the live. That part. Oh, speaking of dragging bitches, I feel like that's a perfect segue into this quick clip I wanted to go over. So I want to pull up just a small clip from Rosie's live stream from 2 days ago. Let's take a look at it together and listen to what Rosie chooses to agree with.
I'm finally making pizza from scratch. Ooh, fun! I'm annoyed that you're talking about someone I don't want to talk about. I'm not annoyed that they uploaded a video about me.
Wait, so In this moment, someone brings up Zach. Zach uploaded a video. And then they follow up that comment with saying, "You sound annoyed." Rosie's saying she's annoyed that anyone is bringing up Zach. Zach is even a topic in her live stream. Fair enough. Fair enough. Rosie doesn't want Zach to be a topic on her channel. Okay.
You don't need to come report other channels' activities to me. You're stirring shit up. You're annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm annoyed. Sorry. Zach is a loser. He hates heavy women and has to bash them. He's pure trash. Your words, not mine, girl.
Wait, I'm confused. So wait, is Zach going to be a topic or not? So is Zachary Michael can Zachary Michael be a topic as long as something negative is being said? Or should Zachary Michael be a topic taken off the board altogether? See, that's mixed messaging. And there is a viewer that we both share that brings up that point. But seeing that Rosie wants to agree with that whole trash topic, let's take a quick look at Rosie choosing to stand up and give a bit of a view we're used to, of her kitchen. Trash, of all things to agree with. Go ahead, Rosie. Get your fat ass up. Look at that. You know, speaking of trash, that is single-handedly the only thing in that house that weighs more than Rosie, is the trash that has been collected in that home. Because as you can see, cleaning is foreign to Rosie. Tidying up is foreign to Rosie. Almost as foreign as standing up. So thank you for using your knees to stand up and show the trash, what actual trash looks like. But again, that's just one opinion. That's just one opinion that Rosie was agreeing with.
All right. Let's preheat this pan. Wait, so are we or aren't we supposed to talk about ZM mixed messages? I'm not sure what you mean, Cat Lou.
Well, literally just a minute ago. Let's not play stupid. Literally just a minute ago, she didn't want Zach to be a topic, but there was a different comment that surfaced and she entertained it. She encouraged it. She agreed with it. So is Zach a topic or not? And this is when Rosie really should have read that again, took it in, and shut the fuck up. But Rosie didn't. And then it leads to this here.
I just don't want to fucking talk about it. I do find it a pattern that gay men don't like obese women. You know, Carmen, I've noticed that pattern too.
This big back, funky ass, dirty ass, jobless, bum ass bitch sat here and agreed with that homophobic comment. And let's be very clear, put some respect on Zachary Michael's pronouns. Put some respect on Zachary Michael's sexual identity. Don't fucking play with me. This is why I hate fake allies like this bitch. This is why I can't stand it. When I saw this fucking clip, it took everything in me not to go on Twitter and start tagging that fat bitch. You want to talk shit about Zach? Do your thing. You want to talk shit about me? Do your thing, but keep it fucking cute. Especially when she want to sit here and pretend she's an ally for this and that. Let's not forget, not too long ago, this fat bitch was sitting here making excuses for Amberlynn Reed being transphobic. Cut that shit out. And let's not also forget, for those who don't know, at one point, Rosie was identifying herself as non-binary. Since then, I believe she's moved away from that. And here's the thing, I will never sit there and knock anyone who's exploring their identity. I will never knock that. You want to take a moment and just explore that, do your thing. This world is tough enough. Do not live an existence that you feel you got to shelter yourself. You got to sit there and hide who you are or who you feel you're meant to be. Do that shit. But don't do this shit. And let's be very clear. If we are going to touch on the topic of gay men are the reason why fat bitches like her can be comfortable in this world. Gay men are the reason that there's women out here who try to use them as fucking accessories, because gay men are some of your biggest cheerleaders. Again, they're part of the reason you could sit there and be fucking comfortable. So this whole idea that gay men, what? It was a disgusting stereotype. It was homophobic, and you have some fucking nerve, bitch. And let's not forget, Zachary Michael was also the person that at one point, Rosie actually messaged Zach to point out the fact that Zach doesn't talk about weight. Zach doesn't talk about looks, which is one of the reasons that Amber Lynn and Chantel struggle to go at Zach. Zach doesn't pull the shit that I pull. Zach doesn't say the shit that I say. I don't give a fuck. I'll fat shame a bitch. I'll talk about how you smell. I'll talk about how you look. I will compare you to animals and appliances and not give a fuck. Zach is very different. Zach is very respectful. And Zach is so fucking dope. This bitch, just like the other fat bitch, Amber Lynn, wanted to be Zach's friend so bad. But these bitches can't accept rejection. All because what? Zach uploaded a video going over once again this bitch running her mouth about something she don't fucking know. Rosie, I'm so happy you wanted the attention of this community, because you're going to get it. You're going to get it even more. You're going to get it even more. Because she a jobless bum who wants to sit there and keep talking and popping her shit all in the wrong ways. No reactor, no creator is above criticism. But when you do shit like this and people come in your chat and say certain things, check that shit. She could have easily read it out loud, not realizing what it is, and checked it in that moment. But that's not what this fat bitch did. I'm on an 8. I'm going to bring it back down to a 5, but that shit really pissed me off. Really, 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 really pissed me off. And just a reminder, this is coming from me. Whether Zach even addresses this disgusting clip in the future, that's up to Zach. But mama got it. Mama got it. And I do find it interesting that Zach is all these issues, and Zach doesn't even say half or even a fraction of the shit that I've said. Pop your shit over here, bitch. Let me really show you what it's about. Pop your shit over here. I genuinely believe one of the reasons that Rosie does this shit, especially when it's Zach, is because even with something as disgusting as that, Zach is going to still be fair, objective, respectful in Zach's response. Me, not so much. Me, not so much. I'm Zach's Pookie. Zach don't know that. I'm Zach's Pookie. So keep talking your shit, bitch. Fat ass.
It's odd. I don't quite understand it, like the psychology or whatever. But
what's the psychology of a big back, fat ass, unemployed bitch, entitled bitch like her? I want to understand that psychology. She's worried about a psychology of other people. No. What's that psychology? I want to understand how a bitch like her, who ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, if it wasn't for the fact that one of her grandparents left that fucking house for her, she'd probably still be turning tricks or spreading cake all over her fucking titties just to afford the next fucking meal. I want to understand that psychology. I want to start understanding the psychology of these big back bums who sit on this fucking platform and think they something special, or think that they pretty much, they just have the audacity. I want to understand that psychology. I want to understand the psychology of someone who works from home and still loses their job for attendance. Help me understand that psychology. How about that? Let's turn the conversation around, bitch.
I've noticed that pattern too. It's interesting. Because it's always fat women. It's not fat men. It's interesting.
is there a quota that they're supposed to be hit? Like, is there a quota? Keep in mind, this topic is around Zach. Zach covers people from all different ranges when it comes to size. Let's be very clear. So, but is there a quota to hit where like reactors or creators should be talking about a certain amount of morbidly obese people and a certain amount of healthy people? Like, what's the quota? Spell it out to us. Help us understand what's going on with your psychology, bitch.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't have any real insightful commentary to add to that point, so I've never really like brought it up, but I've noticed it too.
Help me understand the psychology of why you can't use your fucking knees, why you can't use your legs. Why is it that that floor is probably struggling more than anything in that fucking house to your big ass? Help me understand the psychology of that. What is so hard about standing the fuck up and walking a few steps? She did it earlier, so we know she can do it. We know she can do it. Help us understand that psychology, Rosie. Do that, stupid.
Exactly, Linda. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I just want to like cook and hang out. I'm not trying to like.
That's all she does. Cook, hang out, eat some more, and then talk about all the list of diagnoses that she put on herself. You never really hear Rosie saying, I'm looking for a job. You never really see or hear Rosie actually working towards anything. That's the truth. And I know it was not too long ago, Rosie sat on this platform and said one of the reasons she's waiting to move out is because she wants to help pay off that house. Bitch, please. Your name ain't on that house for a reason. The truth is, Rosie can't live on her own. Rosie probably can't even sustain a fucking studio at this point. Because let's be real. Yes, Rosie eats a lot on stream, sure. But to maintain over 500 pounds, that bitch is door dashing a lot. That bitch is eating a lot off of camera. So understand that psychology, bitch. She eats for a family of 4 off screen, and then she rolls her ass on here and then goes live to eat for a family of 2 for 2 or 3 people. And then got the other. I need to understand the psychology. You don't need to understand shit. Understand your psychology, bitch. Understand why you're still in your 30s. Your family had to convince you and damn near threaten you to get a fucking job. Turn around and got fired from that fucking job because you're a bum ass, entitled ass bitch who simply wants to get paid from the state. That's one thing about Rosie. She wants some type of ailment, some type of disability, some type of struggle, so she don't gotta fucking work. Lazy ass bitch. Got me annoyed. And the stream just started and I'm already on 10. Stupid.
Get into shit. I'm over it. So let's just move on.
Oh, to anyone who's new, because I do see, I know I don't cover Rosie like that. But Rosie is this big ass buffalo that lives down here in Florida as well, gives Floridians a badass name. She's also the bitch who sat on this platform and made excuses for a man with disgusting allegations. And prior to that, she slept with that man's sister and the sister's boyfriend. See, she knows how to use her knees when it comes to getting fucked. I've talked to y'all about that. But when it comes to simply standing up to clean up that dirty ass house, she doesn't know how to. But want to talk about the psychology of gay men not liking fat women. Shut up.
I mean, if you're not entertained, you're welcome to go, hun. I don't know what the fuck is up with the chat, the vibe of the chat today, but I'm over it. I'm cooking, so if that's not entertaining enough for you, bye.
Bitch, you're marinating. You're sliding around a kitchen and marinating, but go off. But that's pretty much the clip. I know I wasn't supposed to spend that much time on it, but I knew it might take me a couple of days to even edit that stream. And I said, no, we're going to talk about this at the top of this one. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about it at the top of this one, and then we'll get to Chantel. But yeah, for anyone who likes to clip and likes to run back to Rosie, by all means, it's fair game. I'm saying this on a public platform. Take this message back to Rosie, if you don't mind, for the people who insist. Rosie, you're a big back, fat ass, fraud ass ally. You don't know anything about identity because you don't even fucking know who you are, bitch. That's the truth. But let me help you understand who you are. You're an entitled bum who don't got a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of. And the truth is, you envy a lot of the people that you talk shit about. That's the truth. Zachary Michael is college educated. Even if Zachary Michael chose to do this full time, Zachary Michael has a backup plan. You don't. Your backup plan is running back to the same people who want you to eat until you stop breathing, bitch. That's not the case for Zachary Michael. That's your future. Your resume is probably piss poor, and you probably lost it somewhere in a fucking pizza box. You probably can't even locate your fucking resume. Zachary Michael can't relate. Zachary Michael has no issue with obese women. Zachary Michael has an issue with problematic creators like yourself. You waddled your big ass over here because you thought you were better than Chantel and you thought you were better than Amberlynn. But the truth is, when we watched you long enough, we realized you're just as bad and you don't like the attention. Clock that tea, fat bitch. Now we're gonna move on to Chantel. We're going to move on to Chantel and her rewriting history when it comes to Pete's. So let's see. Actually, I want to get to a bit more of the support and then we'll get into Chantel. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. And thank you for being patient with me while I drag the fuck out of her. The truth, I just don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with that shit. Like, talk your shit, but don't do that. Don't do that. And don't let no viewer get you caught up like this. So, Cappuccino, thank you for the super chat. Dear Journal, I can't tell, but I know Charlie is stretching to give a 6'2" illusion. I know the makeup is set, attitude is on, and hopeful mic moment. Listen, could you imagine if I did all that and I was on mute? I would have rage quit. I would have rage quit. But you know what, Cap? You called it. Today, the height of the day, hold on. The height of the day is 6'2". The height of the day is 6'2". Thank you, boo. Fauntleroy, my boo. Rosie is the dinosaur. Charlie is the meteorite hitting the earth. You said it. See how I can agree with a comment and it's not problematic? You see that? No, let me do it the way Rosie did it. Hold on. And it's not problematic. You see how it don't get me no shit? Watch this. Fauntleroy, thank you for the super chat. Rosie is the dinosaurs. Charlie is the meteorite hitting Earth. You said it, not me. You see how I did that? And I stand by that. And nobody's going to clock me on saying some shit like that. See? Stupid. Not you, Faunt, Rosie. Two snarky girls, imagine celebrity death match, but that would be well, see, you got to remember two snarky girls. You got to remember, low key, I would want to be a part of that too. I'm telling you, if anyone with money, anyone with enough to start a pilot where it comes to this space, doing something for charity and physical violence, I'm in it. Oh, and two snarky girls. I actually recognize y'all. Can any of my mods link their channel, please, if you don't mind? They're a smaller channel that I feel like more eyes should get on because I like their personalities together. I like them together. And I get it. There's a lot of us in space. Yes, a lot of us still talk about Chantel and Amber, and you probably have your main people that you go to, but I love seeing new people in this space, especially because it's just a different perspective and a different delivery and sometimes different opinions. We don't all have the same opinions when it comes to the girls. So can any of my mods link two snarky girls in the chat, please? Check them out. Give them at least 2 videos. I always say this, at least 2 videos. Jojo, thank you so much for the super chat. The problem with them isn't that they're fat. It's that they think the world owes them something for nothing. When all they do is spew BS and promote bigotry while pretending to be appeased. Well, sorry, while pretending to be oppressed themselves. Exactly. And the thing with Rosie that's even more annoying, over time I caught on to her shit being real fake. I caught on to it, but I was just like, maybe I'm stretching it, or maybe I'm like reaching a bit. But I saw where she was fake. And the more and more she speaks and the more excuses she fucking makes, I see it now. I get it now. I get it, unfortunately. Just Tozy, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm a queer trans man. Gay men don't like fat women because they don't date women, period. Like, the fuck you mean? You know what she was trying to push. And that's the thing. To even say that, the way she tried to say that and the way she tried to agree with that, it's disgusting. And I just don't like when people push any type of harmful stereotypes, especially with the queer community. We deal with enough. We deal with enough, which is why she stayed trying to attach herself to certain things within the queer community. Let's be clear. But that's a topic for another day. For those who know, you know what I mean when it comes to Rosie. Whew. Bella, thank you. The true ambassadors of Scorpio season. Welcome you all to Halloween. FFG could never. Bella, I appreciate you. And can I actually get some birthday love? Because I remembered. Bella, I appreciate you, boo. Can I get some birthday love in the chat for Bella? I don't know if Prison Boss Chantel is in chat, but Bella, Prison Boss Chantel, and Good Vibes. When I told y'all last stream, I got mad October babies in my community, I was not playing. Like, the bot in Discord has been nonstop. And I don't mean that in a shady way. It's just mad October babies. But shout out to all the October babies. Bella Batty, happy birthday, boo. Get out there and make some mess. And remember, it's your birthday until the end of the month. Please don't forget. Frugality, thank you so much for the super chat. I have bipolar disorder, ADHD, and anxiety, yet I still work full-time single mom too. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. It's almost as if you didn't make excuses and you didn't try to use that as a way to just get by and feel like the world owes you something. It's almost as if those diagnoses didn't define you. You still got out there. You got out there and did what you had to do. Shout out to you. Take notes, Rosie. Rancid, thank you so much, boo. You learn a lot about an ally when they drop their supposed values over dispute. That, whatchamacallit, good God, Rosie, you might be queer, but you're still a bigot. And here's one of the dangers in her even agreeing with a comment like that. She opens up the space to make other bigoted comments. She makes the space for other people to feel comfortable to say those things in her chat. That's why you shut it down, even if it's someone you don't like. You could easily be like, not too much. I don't agree with that. It's still, like, just using an example, it's still fuck Zach, but I don't agree with that. I can't fuck with that. So come back again when you find your fucking sense, or something like that. Not saying she would say it like that, but you get my point. Senza, thank you so much, boo. Rosie will blame anything but her dumb self. Doesn't that sound familiar? It do, right? Because it's the same shit Chantel and Amber do all the time. Thank you again, boo. Miss Connie, thank you for the super sticker, boo. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. Alien Holly, thank you. Charlie's energy is 8 foot today. And is it both terrifying? And it is both terrifying and sexy. Can we get it? Can we have a break? Alien Holly, I'm not going to give you a full break. This is what I'm going to give you. There is an amazing, amazing viewer who's been getting into editing. And they put together this bomb-ass edit. I want to see if I could get it pulled up, and then we'll get right into it. And guys, this is not a break the way you think. It's not a break. But I was so impressed. And low-key, I'm like, you might have to give me some editing tips because, yeah. The fuck? I know I never put this together. So I'm going to play this, and I want y'all to take a look at someone who just started playing around with editing. Just started playing around with editing, and I have other edits of theirs, but I want you to take a look at this, and I'll play some others in the future, and we're going to get into Chantel right after this. But take a look at this masterpiece of an edit, and the ending. I'm just so proud of y'all. I'm just so proud of y'all. Heather did their thing, honey. Look at this. Take a look.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
Crowns in the chat for Heather. I did nothing to this. This is all Heather. Happy Halloween, y'all. When I watched this edit, I gasped. I said, I beg your fucking part. First of all, why aren't you editing more? Baby, get paid for your work because it's amazing. I said, oh, Heather, the crown is yours, sweetie. The crown is yours. I cannot compete. I cannot compete. Let's be clear. Oh, wait, Heather, I'll get to the rest of the support. Baby, you didn't have to send me a super chat. I'll get to the rest of the support. I just noticed, Heather. Thank you, Charlie. I was having such a bad week. This turned it all around. Aw, baby, you made everybody's day right here, okay? Shout out to you, and thank you for the support, and thank you for the edits. And Heather, I didn't forget about the others. I have them saved. There's another edit that includes Rosie, but I'm going to save it for a Rosie stream. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. Oh, Heather ate this the fuck up so bad. Ate it up. Okay, now for the purpose of the stream and the title, I'm going to get to the rest of the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the overwhelming support. I appreciate y'all so, so much. I appreciate y'all. Let's get into Chantel's bitch ass a little bit and get this ball rolling.
I made coffee. It's like 4:45 in the morning. Ugh. I have bees are mode only on because I'm tired of people. Well, I was just in Pete's chat and I was being hasty and like I don't want to be friends anymore because like I've been finding that like his chats are fucking awful. Like I feel like I can't even go in my own best friend's chat and like chat without being attacked.
Seeing that it's me, I made sure to run back to Pete's live stream and actually take a look at how everything went down. Chantel completely exaggerated because it all comes down to the fact that Chantel couldn't control what was happening on someone else's platform. It's a problem that Chantel has had for years. When I tell you there was not one disgusting comment towards Chantel that I could find, the truth is Chantel just didn't like the fact that people could talk around her. There was only a few comments that was towards Chantel and towards her mod, but that's when they really just decided to be in there and start a scene. I want to just take a look at a few things.
Teardrop put a must was a Foodie channel. Let's try to do that here.
Chantel probably didn't like that comment because Teardrop does block a lot of people. Chantel does block a lot of people. And over on Pete's channel, there are people who, yes, found Pete's through Chantel, probably did go over there to get tea, but there's a lot of people who just stuck around. There are a lot of people who like to just talk about music, movies, and the different comics that Pete's talked about. But Chantel doesn't like that.
Now, let's not fight, people.
It's really disappointing.
And after that comment, it should have been nothing for Chantel just to simply be there and be respectful. Stay on topic. If Pete is talking about a movie, stay on topic. Even if there was someone in the chat antagonizing her, it shouldn't be an issue to just stay on topic and ignore them, just for the sake of her best friend's platform. But that was too hard for her.
Pointing that my own best friend's channel is not, like, I can't even, like, he doesn't defend me. Like, he does sometimes, but, like,
Anyway, please stop antagonizing my friend, people. Please stop. Please stop shit talking, Chantel. Was that my shirt? Sailor Moon.
So the reason this part is so important, that wasn't even enough for Chantel. Pete's simply saying, like, hey guys, leave my friend alone. Don't do that. Can we just chill? Let's stop. That wasn't enough. And even while people are trying to move on, look at Megan Fox asking Pete, what's the t-shirt? Here goes Chantel throwing a tantrum. Bye, bitch. Go, leave.
he won't block the most nasty people. Like, he just lets them talk shit about me. I'm not blaming him, Kara, you idiot, for what people say. He should stand up for his best friend. And yeah, Teardrop, right? People were like attacking Teardrop for no reason.
We'll see it in a moment. What they're defining as attacking Teardrop was, I believe it was the Joanna viewer who, I thought it was funny, pretty much said to a mod, like, Teardrop blocks a lot of people. Block her so she could see how that feels. That comment was that serious? That was an attack? Okay.
Yes, he can. He can control his chat. You can get out of here. If you're gonna fucking defend that, you're being blocked. And that's what I'm saying. Fine, he can run it how he wants. He can run it how he wants, but I can't be best friends with someone like that.
Because Pete does not actually want to give energy to the trolls who happen to possibly be in the chat to even say something towards Chantel, because Pete won't give it airtime. Pete won't block them. And you'll see here that Pete tries to move conversations along, and all Chantel kept doing was throwing a fit in chat. Now, for those who've been around for a while, and this is one of the reasons I know you could do this and just shut the fuck up and respect your friend's platform. For those who've been around for a while, for years, I had a lot of criticism coming my way, and there were a lot of people who didn't understand why certain creators didn't take a stand against me when they really just didn't understand we're friends. You don't know the private conversations we have, and what's understood don't need to be explained. But with that, something that I did, well, I chose to do is make sure to respect my friends' platforms and not really go in it. Like if someone I enjoyed, someone who's my friend went live, I'd peek in here and there, but 9 times out of 10, there would be a viewer who was upset that I'm still around or still friends with them. So I would more so watch, not type in chat, and then maybe text them afterwards. One of the creators I used to do that with a lot was Zachary Michael. Zach has never once said to me, I can't write in their chat. Never once. I just chose not to because I know I was getting a lot of criticism. And for whatever reason, people put this pressure on Zach and my other friends to speak up against me. So we understood what it was, but I didn't want to fuck with what Zach had going on. There was one specific stream. Zach went live on YouTube. I'm a mod on Zach's channel. And I wanted to just crack a joke so bad. And I was just like, fuck, just crack the joke and then sit back. It'll be fine. I went in the chat, said hi to Zach, obviously said hi to chat, and I cracked the joke. Mind you, like my jokes don't be landing like that. People just laugh at the things that I say, but most people don't actually laugh at the jokes that I actually try to tell, which is fine. It's just, that's just not me. I'm just not good at jokes. So I cracked the joke, and then a couple of viewers were annoyed. You could tell they were annoyed I was in chat. So I was like, fuck. So then I just sat back. I didn't write in chat after that. But I wasn't sure if Zach saw those couple of viewers not be happy with my presence. So I waited until the stream was done and I text Zach like, hey, I was in chat, but there was a couple of viewers who didn't like my joke. This was the joke. It was like a simple joke. And Zach was just like, girl, I don't give a fuck. Like, if they don't get the joke, they don't get the joke. What do I care? But that's the understanding that we had. And I literally just made sure to like sit back so I don't fuck with my friend's platform. I don't want to bring negative energy to my friend's platform. Even though I enjoy their content, I fuck with them, they're my friend. I just knew that my presence can possibly bring some scrutiny, some criticism. So, I'm going to sit back because at the end of the day, guess what? That's my friend. Y'all may not fuck with me, but Zach fucks with me. So it's okay. No problem. And literally, Zach was like, okay, like, what do I care? I just didn't want Zach to think like I was trying to mess with, their platform. It's that simple. Chantel knows there's people who watch Pete that don't fuck with her. Rightfully so. You go and chat, you get a couple of comments, just sit back. You know what? Let me not fuck with what you got going on. You want to know why? Because when it's your friend and it's truly your friend, even if they have viewers that don't fuck with you, you should be happy that they fuck with your friend. It's not that hard. I know that was a long-winded explanation, but just to give you an idea how I think. You fuck with my friend and you don't fuck with me? No problem. Don't be problematic with it, but no problem. I want my friend to get their bag. I want my friend to continue to garner an audience. You don't have to fuck with me just to fuck with my friend. That's dumb. The reason I'm playing this here and I didn't add the music or any background noise, I want you to really get a sense of how awkward it was. Peach just reading chat and what was going on in chat. So the silence is for a reason. Chantel and Teardrop were just throwing the vibe off.
I have to. Your boss overpaid you? Lucky. I have to pee. I'll be back in a minute.
Well,
I'm not gonna say Pete's didn't actually need to go to the restroom, but it does seem like a coincidence while all that is going on in chat and it's hard to change the topic. Yeah, I guess I would need a bathroom break as well. And this clip is from 2021 where Pete tells Chantel, girl, you rage a lot. Keep in mind, through the years, Pete has said this to Chantel on live stream. It's very clear Pete doesn't like to move the way Chantel does. Pete is not going to give every single comment their energy.
like, I'm not the only person on the internet who rages, right?
No, but you do rage kind of a lot.
Yeah, just block block people who support that shit. Thank you. I don't want toxic shit in my chat. I'm getting a job anyway when I get to Canada.
Please. I don't even need to say anything. Please. Rosie will hold down a job for a year straight before Chantel ever gets a job outside of this. Chantel, Marie, actually listening to someone else, actually taking orders, actually reporting to someone, being held accountable by a manager or something like that. Please be fucking for real.
I want my channel to be fucking positive, okay? If he was a friend, he would get rid of them. No.
Chantel expects Pete to block and get rid of some of the little support that he has, mind you, right? Expects that. But couldn't even consider Pete's mental health or Pete's safety when it comes to someone that directly had an impact or could have had an impact on Pete's. Those viewers are disposable. Those viewers should be blocked, but she couldn't even block Natter. She couldn't even spend a night away from Natter when Pete's mental health was very, very concerning to the point that many viewers, myself included, heard a lot of the things that Pete's was sharing online and was very clear Pete's needed help. Pete's needed someone to stay by his side because it was right after Timbit died. The things that Pete's was saying was very concerning. And then what did Chantel do? Pop up live on her way to Natter's house. Just a reminder.
I don't want to spend one night away from Natter. Why? Why? He's still going to be depressed when I leave. He's still going to be depressed when I leave the next morning. Why would I? What? So why? My stuff is there to sleep there. I want to sleep with Natter. We're making things work, and that's it. It's not about.
And that's all that mattered to her. How she felt, what she wanted. Chantel can never think outside of herself or ever truly be selfless and say, hey, even if she had, let's pretend Natter isn't who he is. Let's pretend he's just a regular guy that she's dating. It should be nothing for them to be put to the side, especially if your best friend is struggling mentally. And one of the last thing that should be happening is them being left alone. Timbit was probably the only friend Pete's really had. And I've said this back then, but it didn't matter. And she went live and wanted to push back on people who were pointing out the truth. Pete's has always been disposable to Chantel. And after all these years, he still doesn't see it. If he moves in with Chantel, he's a fool. But let's be real. More than likely he is.
About making people do what I want. As a best friend, he should just want to. He should just want to. And no, you are the one who made fun of Pete. Why do you talk like this? And whenever you did that face, yeah, it made me laugh, and I'm a piece of shit for laughing at that, I guess. He did say that, Stacey says. Well, there you go.
It's important. This clip right here is so important. A viewer went in to tell Chantel that pretty much Natter said Pete should go ahead and kill himself. It was around the time that Pete was struggling. Chantel goes on to confirm here that Natter has actually said that to her as well. And from this moment here, even after the other disgusting things that Natter has said about towards Pete's, the threats, she still goes on to chase Natter for months. She couldn't stop for a second and think, this dangerous man wants to harm the one friend I've had, all these years that stays by my side. But she gets this upset and goes live to trash Pete's because he won't block a few viewers who said a couple of funny things in Pete's chat. But it's okay to stay in contact, stay in relationships, stay chasing someone who could have directly harmed Pete's. If Natter had a vehicle, the truth is Natter, there have been many times Natter would have showed up to their doorstep for Pete specifically. And Chantel still would have stayed with him. That's the type of piece of shit she is.
Oh, he said it on live? Yep. And I just looked at him like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, you really, that's when I realized, like, this guy really has no empathy for people. I did. I told him. And all he says, I'm sorry.
That little clip right there where she was mocking, I'm sorry, this is what she was mocking. This right here. She's a piece of shit, truly.
I'm sorry, Foodie. I'm sorry, Chantel. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just miss the comments. Sometimes I ignore them just to like not give them any oxygen. Sometimes I'll like tell people to shut the fuck up.
Like, no.
You know, there are times that your friend may hurt your feelings, may say something you don't agree with, may say something that makes you like side eye them for a second. And it's perfectly normal and wise to just go directly to the friend. Another example, keep in mind, Zach and I have been friends for years. I remember hearing something that Zach said, and I was just like, I really like that. You know what I did? I took a moment because I could be sensitive, especially when it comes to people I care about. I could be sensitive. I could take it a little personal. I took a step back, and then I had to like gather my thoughts to try to express to Zach like why I didn't like that certain thing. Keep in mind, it was like not a huge deal. It was just something that hurt my feelings a little bit. And you know what I did? I didn't comment on Zach's video. I didn't tweet anything. I didn't even DM Zach. I messaged Zach and said, hey, when you get a moment, let's jump on the phone. I made sure to gather my thoughts to try to express to Zach, like, hey, this thing you said, I was just like, I don't know. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. And you know what Zach did? Zach pretty much reassured me, parrot everything back to me for a better understanding. And you know what Zach did? Apologized. And you know what? I thanked Zach. Like, thank you for hearing me out. Like, I know it made like seem not like a big deal. And Zach made sure to reassure me in that phone call, your feelings will always be valid to me, even if it seems like something small. Y'all didn't know we had that moment because why the fuck would I put my friendship on blast? I know I could be sensitive when it comes to people I care about. I know I could be sensitive to my friends. Any little opinion, like people online, stranger online, when y'all just be popping up, please, please. But when it comes to people whose opinions I do value, where their like words mean something to me, sometimes the smallest thing can hurt my feelings a little bit. And I'm aware of that. That's another reason I don't pop off, because like, bitch, you might just be a little sensitive right now. Took a moment, called my friend and said, hey, this sounded like this to me. My friend apologized, made my feelings feel very valid. And I was so happy. And we carried on with our friendship. I didn't need to go online and be like, oh, Zach said this. I ain't like it. What the fuck I look like? It's not hard to be friends with other people online, other creators, but not everything needs to be public. Not everything needs to be seen online. What's understood between friends is understood. Let me rephrase that. What's understood between friends don't need to be explained, even to viewers.
Sorry, but if people in here would talk shit about my mods, if they talk shit about people I care about, I block them. I don't give a shit about views. I'm not gonna let people attack people I care about just for fucking views and money. You can, people who want to send me gifts, but talk at the cost of talking shit and trying to wedge in between a friendship or a relationship in real life.
Chantel's framed this as if Pete's not blocking people is for money. Keep in mind, Pete's doesn't keep a large audience. But Pete's was disposable for some fucking dick. Pete's was disposable for STIs. Pete's was disposable for the clap and drugs and all types of disrespect. There has been no other person that I've seen in Chantel's life all these years that have stuck by her more than Pete's, even through the shittiest things, which has me side-eyeing Pete sometimes too. But Pete's has been disposable for far less. Chantel was the one shelling out money when it comes to Natter. She wasn't even gaining money. She wasn't even getting money. I could almost kind of see how it would be hard to leave a situation like that. Safe she was with somebody who was paying all her bills, and without them, she'd struggle a little bit. It'd be a little hard to walk away like, oh God, this situation's tough, but I depend on this person. Like, this is going to be hard. But it wasn't even that. Natter was L after L after L, and she still chose him over Pete's any given fucking day. Shit, she chose Natter over her own cat. Let's not forget, Chantel came online and talked about how Natter did something to one of her cats. She switched it up. Once it was a kick, the other it was a swat, so she switched up the story. But the truth is, in some way, Natter put her hands on one of her cats and she still was chasing his ass. All because she wanted some fucking dick.
You can shove it up your ass. Hey guys, by the way. Like, sorry. Yeah, he lets Joanna. Hi, Joanna. After constantly seeing her talk shit about me.
But Winnipeg is just sort of in the middle of nowhere. These places are good for smaller.
Okay, with this, I need you to pay attention. I know I circled Chantel's comments, and it's for a reason. This is Peach trying to create a conversation and topic away from the drama that she has in chat. So the other comments that are not circled are the things that Pete's are like trying to stay on topic about. And Chantel keeps going and going and refuses to let Peach just talk about anything else but her fucking entitled ass.
There's some people who are involved in the region. I suppose that's true. Stayed there one night driving through. Almost got robbed. Oh, yeah. Teresa? Yeah. Don't be rude, Teresa.
She kept going and going and going in chat. So Pete probably felt like, all right, let me just say this quick comment and then get back to the topic.
The minute the minute that I come in his chat, they all flock. That fucking ugly fucking butchy woman, Goose Chuck.
When she said butchy woman, I was just like, I don't like that. Again, it's Chantel, but when she said that, I said, oh, bitch. Could never hide it, huh? And this is when, here in this moment, Chantel brings up Goose Chuck.
Why is Goose Chuck in here? Because I never had any problems with them. If he was down to 102, I raised stable.
And this is Peach trying to just get back on a different topic. It was a simple answer. Pete's don't got an issue with Goose Chuck. But Chantel cannot let it go.
How long is my hair? It is this long.
And the reason I made sure these comments were up here, Pete's addressed not only the comment that was after Chantel, but also the comment before Chantel. Like, Pete's is actively trying to just stay away from the drama that she's bringing in the chat. But that's not enough. Not enough for Chantel.
It is gut length.
All the nastiest haters. The fucking weird psychotic ones. They come in just to cause problems. Maybe it isn't a beautiful friendship. Maybe it's not. We haven't really been in much touch for 3 years.
I just would like to remind you of this right here.
No, I'm not allowed to have male friends. But Pizza's not really male. It's true. It's true. What? Works out in my favor. Maybe.
For those who are new, what Chantel's actually referring to here is when there was a point in time where Pete's was exploring his sexual identity. It was a bit of a big topic, but either way, like, at least over here, it was respected. And from time to time, I'll ask for updates just to have a better idea so I know, what pronouns to use with Pete's. But seeing that with her new Muslim faith and the culture over there with Salah and everything, being friends with another male is not really accepted. So her response, knowing Pete's is exploring his sexual identity, is, well, he's not really male. So it works out in my favor. I remember back when she said this, my jaw dropped. And with Chantel, she said so much through the years, should your jaw really drop? Not really, but like, I was just like, are you serious, bitch? One thing about Chantel, she cannot help but be a bigot. And off of that clip alone, if I was Pete, I would have called her up and cursed her the fuck out. Because that was already a tough topic. That will be a tough topic to handle in your private life. And Pete's opened up about that online, where there was a lot of judgment. I remember there was judgment back then. I wanted to sit back and just hear Pete's out. That's not my lived experience, but I'm not above trying to learn and see, what he explores or what, but his bestie, that was her take.
We're also going separate ways. I don't know. Why do haters hang out in his chat? They have no life. All older women, they are. Shut up, Anthony. I didn't say I was better.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. I keep doing that. Thank you for the correction. Gender identity, not sexual identity. Sorry. Thank you for the correction. If I ever misspeak, y'all, correct me, please. Please correct me. Don't be scared to correct me. Gender identity. I keep fucking up and doing that. I'm really sorry to anyone in the chat that I fucked. Please know I meant gender identity, not sexual identity. Sorry. Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, right, teardrop. And then there was a woman who came in, another vulture. Oh, don't listen to the fucking beast calling me names right in front of him, and he just lets it go. Okay, well, I see what kind of like friend you are, but whatever. Never mind.
Sometimes I ignore them just to like not give them any oxygen.
They don't view these things the same, but if you want to be if you're my best friend, I expect that from you. I'm sorry. Otherwise, it's not acceptable. The world is people are shit. Like, I'm sorry, but it's so gross. And I don't want people like that around me. And for them to try to infiltrate like my best friend's chat. Well, it's not your chat. It's not your chat.
It's not.
So? Like, you're actually gonna say that I'm not allowed in my own best friend's chat?
That's not what anyone was saying. What viewers were saying is you can't control someone else's platform, and you shouldn't try to control someone else's platform, even if that person is your best friend. That's her issue. So she's going around saying, now she's interpreting it as, oh, so I'm not allowed in my best friend chat. Who said that? Chantal cannot have someone in her life, especially someone who she either used to be with or someone she's looking to date, if she can't control them. That's one of her issues. And there's a clip coming up later that I notice is a theme with her, because even here she said, oh, people are trying to control this and control that when it comes to Pete's. That's the same talking point that Chantal had when it was Salah's family. Oh, they're getting in Salah's ear. Chantal feels threatened in any type of friendship or relationship she has if they have people outside of her. Because outside voices for Chantal means she might lose control. She may not be able to manipulate as often as she wants to. She may not be able to get away with a lot of the things that she thinks she can get away with. So it's just like, if you notice the pattern in how she's saying it, even though who she's referring to is viewers, she's still threatened by that, because now that's a space she can't control. And more than ever, because there's a chance they're moving back in, she needs to make sure she has Pete's under control again. Pete's can't have that space. Pete's platform now needs to turn into Chantal's hug box as well, especially if they're going to be living under the same roof. And that's her biggest issue.
When I don't do anything, I don't even cause shit. I just go in there to talk.
She was literally causing shit in that stream.
And that's the thing. These people don't care. These trolls who try to put a wedge in between us, they don't care about him.
I want to remind y'all, the wedge she's referring to is simply pointing out her awful behavior towards Pete's. Remember, Salah's family was getting in his ear, and there are clips that will connect to what I'm saying. And what's the sad part is, some of those trolls actually care about Pete's. Those strangers on the internet, those viewers, care about Pete's more than Chantal. Some of those viewers, even if they're there to troll, even if they're there to antagonize Chantal, wouldn't do a fraction of the shit that she has done to her best friend.
They pretend to. They just go in there because he's associated with me. And that's the truth. I don't know, Rosemary. I gotta think long and hard if I want to live with anyone. Seriously.
These clips are just to point out Chantel cannot live alone, which is why she's running right back to her emotional support butler.
No, I'm not. We're splitting. We're done. Salah is someday gonna have another wife and kids. That's it. And I'm gonna probably be alone with cats and Pete's forever. That's how it's probably gonna go. The only people I could live with are my husband and Pete's. I can't live with just anybody. I'm very picky.
It's almost as if she can't live alone.
Whenever I'm stressed and I'm so lonely and I'm sad, I have to just remember that this will pass, you know? That's why I don't really want to live completely alone. Yeah, if Pete's and I split, that's the thing, like one bedroom is like 1,400 some places, but you can get like a 2-bedroom for 1,400. That would be 700 each.
Even here, when she found out Salah cheated, her go-to was the backup plan. And Pete's is always the backup plan. Why can't Chantel be independent and live on her own? Seeing that Pete's is clearly the backup plan, you would think she would have a bit more respect for Pete's.
But we enable each other's bad habits. But he's the only person I trust with my fucking life. And I was like a shitty friend to him. Because I had to keep him secret. And even that he understood. He's like, that, well, he's always, that's his reaction, everything. I mean, you don't want to disrespect your husband. I get it.
That's her calling the butler.
I am so despicable. I boss
Agreed.
him around like a slave.
Correct.
Whatever, I pay all the rent.
She's going to go on to say she's kidding, but she wasn't. This is the dynamic she wants once again. Because even though she lost control of Salah, being in Syria left her with pretty much no control. She was really more leaning on him more than ever, leaning on Salah. This dynamic is what she wants. She will always find a safe space with Pete's because Pete's accepts anything from her and she can always go back to controlling him. And she used to do this on live stream often. Even go and knock on Pete's door at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to ask for certain snacks, not considering the fact that Pete's could possibly be sleeping, or maybe Pete's don't want to be bothered in the middle of the night because your fat ass is hungry and probably can't order nothing off of DoorDash right now because everything's shut down. Or Uber, whatever they have in Canada.
I'm kidding.
She's not kidding.
Can you, whenever you go down next time, can you put this in the big fridge for me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, sorry. They want pizza.
That was a clip of Pete's once again getting her food from the door, bringing it upstairs. She has something else for Pete's to do. And then her nasty ass sits there. And the way my let's just...
I hate you. It's so sad. It's so pathetic. These women and these women... These women are sad, pathetic, lonely, older women.
What is Chantel? Pathetic, lonely, older women. Isn't this the same Chantel who has to run to the internet anytime she gets any bit of uncomfortable feeling? Anytime she has a slight emotion that she can't control, she runs to the internet because she quite literally has no one. She uses online strangers as a diary, as a place to vent, as an ear to listen. She literally has no one. She's calling viewers pathetic, but just last month she came online under the impression that her husband's family was planning to kill her in some way and was asking for strangers online who are not local, couldn't get her help even if they wanted to, for help. She is probably one of the most delusional people on this platform. Self-awareness, we don't know her. Oh,
No life, and they're immature losers. I mean, I'm sure he's lonely and he wants to have a following, but like have a following of foodie beauty haters?
but the topic is not Chantel majority of the time. No matter how small the audience is or the viewers are, it's still great that, at least for Pete's, there's a few people who actually will sit there and engage in these conversations. Is it my type of content? No. But there's still a small group of people who will sit there and talk about these movies, talk about these cartoons or comics or whatever it is that Pete's is into. And Chantel expects Pete to give that up to make sure that's a safe space for her. That is Pete's platform. Chantel has her hug box. She doesn't need to turn someone else's platform into hers as well. It's stupid. It's selfish and it's disgusting. Before we continue, because I think we are well due for a quick bonding break. Let's get to make sure your skincare is together, check on your pets, and get hydrated. And for anybody who is new, who is seeing this bonding break for the first time, don't pay attention to chat. They're just trolling. They enjoy it. They're confused. And more than likely, they're using a Samsung. So that should tell you everything you need to know. I'll be right back.
Having a mental health crisis. Please, someone save me.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
Oink oink, bitches. Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're taking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. meet you at the end.
The J Bay edition just makes everything so much better. Truly, J Bay doesn't even realize what she did for us. Just I hope you guys feel refreshed, feel a bit rejuvenated, you know. Hold on. KPD. Listen, during the break, I saw I saw possibly Kim put in the name of Satan, in the name of Satan. You Priscilla, you mean a trophy, a thank you card, a thank you card. Listen, I don't care. Ain't nothing topping J Bay. Mm, I have no idea what they're up to right now, but baby, we do get a lot of gifts online. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm gonna get to some more of the support, and then we'll get back to Chantel. Ain't no thank you. New TV show Charlie the Arsonist. You on fire, girl. Did I ever tell y'all why I'm very fake? I feel like I told y'all this before. There's no way I didn't. And if I didn't, I just said it in Discord. It was a while back. I actually was approached. I was approached for a pilot. I'm not gonna say who it was. You guys will know who it is. I was approached for a pilot, and no, it wasn't about weight loss. It was actually about drama. And for a while, I was like, I thought they were lying. I thought it was like a troll or something. I genuinely thought it was a troll. And then I did my research and it was like legit. So pretty much the pilot, and I look for the pilot from time to time to see if they actually launched it. So you know how they do, what is that called? The talk? What is that thing called? Well, all the ladies where they talk at that table or whatever. They pretty much were going to do that about drama. So they bring, I guess, like 5 creators together and we sit together and discuss online drama. Is it called The Talk? It's the one with Whoopi. I forgot what that show was called, but it was like that, but about online drama. And I guess because I covered online drama, they reached out. They said, would you be willing to do a meeting? The View. I said The Talk. Why did I say The Talk? Thank you. The View. I don't know. Listen, y'all, it's late. So it was pretty much the way they described it. It was going to be like The View, but with creators, online creators discussing online drama. So when they first said it, I was like, please, this is a troll. Come to find out, wasn't a troll. Because they had to contact me through somebody else for me to believe it. Because they could tell, like, please, I don't believe you. So it was supposed to be like The View, but online drama or whatever. And it was supposed to be like the 5 of us. They wanted me to take the meeting. And then they wanted to just do a test pilot thing. And at first, I was just like, yo, I've talked about this. Like, shit, okay. And baby, when it really settled in, I said, absolutely not. I like my little audience. I like my little corner of the internet. I actually don't want to be bigger or anything. And with that network, there's no way I wouldn't have got more eyes on me. And I'm good. I'm good. And I joke about executive producer this, put me on a show this. There's certain shows I would for real do. But something like that, no, thank you, actually. Hell no. That's why when you guys talk about, oh, a show this, a show that, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I am so fake because the way I turned down that pilot, fuck no. I feel like that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. My small audience, I am happy with my little small audience. This is where I'm meant to be. Maybe 2 years, 3 years down the line, maybe, but fuck no. I got nervous because I was like with it when I thought it was a troll, but then when I found out they were real, and my stupid ass was just like, okay, and I was just like, what the fuck are you thinking, bitch? You are not meant for that. Just thinking about it made me anxious. I was just like, no, I would not be able to have one bad hair day. My makeup could not be up. Listen, you get on a big platform, people dissect, and I know I got some nerve because that's what I do here, but I do it on a small scale. an eyelash wouldn't be able to be out of place. You think I could be up here with my nails looking like this on a big platform? No. Look, my lip gloss has already rubbed off because I'm talking so much. You think I could sit on a big ass platform and look like that? No. I would definitely have to learn how to lay down a wig. Like, I don't need that pressure. No, thank you. I do not need that pressure. I do not. So I'm good. I am good. So let me get to real quick. Let me get to some more of the support. Killwell, thank you so much for the super chat. All I know is Charlie is towering over my 5'7" ass. And am. Thank you, boo. The Mange, thank you, boo. Thank you for supporting smaller channels. Absolutely. Because baby, let me tell you, I started there. I never forgot the people who looked out for me when I only had a few hundred subs. I used to, even when I wasn't even at 1,000 yet, there would be bigger creators like hit me up, encouraging me and shit. You pay that shit forward. You just never know, what people need from this platform, what they're looking to get. And there's so much talent in this space. There's so much talent on this platform. And Mange, let me tell you something. You know how long it took me to even get my thumbnails as good as yours? Let me tell you. And now I have to commission someone because it's still my thumbnail skills still ain't there, child. Still ain't there. But yeah, I think no matter the size of your platform, and truly, I'm still a small creator in this world of YouTube and social media. I'm still a very small creator myself. I'm just bigger in this space, but truly I'm a small creator. Always look out for fellow creators because you just never know who it is and what type of support they need and what that would mean to them. So Matt, thank you. I need some of that dog walking skills. I have a list of people who need dog walking and I'm not confrontational at all. At least 5%, please listen. You know what? If you ever, especially you, Matt, tell me the situation, copy and paste, copy and paste. I got you. Especially if it's through text. Baby, I don't know if y'all ever did that. Maybe I'm just a toxic one. But you ever had a friend that was arguing with like a boyfriend or something, or a friend, and they send you a screenshot and they don't know what to say? Baby, I was that friend to send copy and paste that shit right now. And they'll be like, oh, I don't want to, take out a couple of the bitches, take out a couple of the F words, I guess. All right, take out the fact that they mama stink. Okay, take out the mama part, but everything else send off. Send me a situation. I'll type it up. You copy and paste and just take out the few things you don't think is appropriate. Nana, Nan's planer. I'm gonna learn to read. When I saw Zach's video, I geared up ready to ride into battle behind our favorite warrior queen. Get her. Thank you. Actually, did that fat bitch go live today yet? Hold on, give me a second. Because I think she had I don't think it was a date. I think she was meeting up with a friend. Lord knows she can't keep a friend. So whoever this is, they won't be around for long. So Rosie was discussing something with a friend, hanging out with a friend. Chances are she's talking about the DoorDash driver, but we'll see. She ain't live. She ain't go live today. So thank you again, boo. I have a ball, not a volleyball. I upgraded to... Oh, wait, you did? I am so sorry. I am so sorry. YouTube should be better with that notification. I'm so sorry. Let me give you your dance. I am so sorry. My bad. Ready, set, EBTs, 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 EBTs. Thank you. I am so sorry I missed that. I have a ball, not a volleyball. Thank you so much, Priscilla. That's on me. I apologize. Let me get to Maddie. Heather, sorry. That was amazing. And I laughed so hard at the end. You're talented as fuck. Keep up the great work. Love and light to everyone. Y'all, when y'all see Heather post in Discord, take a look. This is not the first edit that Heather has posted. Chef's kiss. And yes, very talented. Mind you, just started editing. Imagine where Heather will be 6 months from now. Just Heather, don't forget about us small people when you make it, please. Don't forget about me. I'm not looking for credit or nothing. Just don't forget about me. Just take me on the set of one of the studios you go to. If you happen to be working with Idris Elba or anything like that, just please put in a good word. Just don't forget about us small people when you make it. Thank you. I am DB Cooper. Thank you, Boo. Thank you for 8 months. Then the entirety of her stream was her egging on Beezers to shit talk Pete's for the sins of not blocking people in his chat. Shit talking Chantel. Houseway, exactly. And this whole idea that she doesn't let people talk about people she cares about in her chat, she's done that with everyone. Once she's upset with Sala, they start dragging Sala and she allows it. Back when she was dealing with Danger Dog El Shami, her chat starts dragging him, she allows it. Just like with Pete's the other day. She does it all the time and then claims Pete's leaving a few simple comments was a bridge too far. Fuck out of here. And thank you, Boo. Thank you again for 8 months. I appreciate you. Aqua6613, thank you so much for the super chat. His best friend who drops him for Assyrian Prince and Crazy Frog. And she's dropped him for less. And the sad part is one of the reasons why Pete's really, really should tighten up and not move in. Because here's the thing. Even though Chantel doesn't make the same money she used to make, Chantel still has an income off this platform. Even though she may not be able to afford to pay somebody else's rent by the amount of drugs that she used to buy, there's still somebody out there that will accept the pennies that she has. And Pete's will become disposable once again. For some, paying a simple phone bill would be enough. And I know that sounds crazy, especially to sleep with someone like Chantel. Times is tough. Times is tough. And there are people who have been lowering their standards. So the next dick that accepts whatever little pocket change that she has to offer, Pete's will be disposable once again. Sadly. It sucks. Shayna, Chantel is the most bothered, unbothered person. That. And then she'll put up a community tab post to make it seem like she's unbothered. And she's done. Bye. Speaking of community tab posts, I'm pretty sure she's on her flight at this point. I'm pretty sure. It just, isn't it like 24 hours normally her flights are? I think it's like 24, 28. So I feel like if she doesn't pop up tomorrow, more than likely Monday in some capacity. That's what I'm thinking. But thank you again, Shayna. Aqua, thank you again. I heard Purina Dog Chow is looking for taste testers. She could do that. She eats anything. Listen, she would still think her food be looking like that anyways. Actually, no, she's too good for that brand. She's too good for one Google search. That's the thing. Chantel talking about she's gonna get a job. One Google search, and that's if they do that. Because I don't know how Canada works. I really don't know how Canada works when it comes to like job hunts. I damn sure don't know how y'all work when it comes to renting and stuff. Because the fact that she got an apartment, which I still don't truly believe she signed on her own. I don't believe for a second she didn't have a co-signer, but that's just my speculation. I just don't see how she's hireable at this point, but we'll see. And by we'll see, she won't be looking. Thank you, Boo. Actually, let me where am I? Because they keep doing this weird stuff with the handles and it's so annoying. Hold on. Because I feel like this is Mira. Oh no, I think you actually did change your name. Because I know you're Mira. Either way, Mira, thank you for 48 months. With a friend like Chantel, I'd rather have enemies. Pretty much. With a friend like Chantel, I'd rather have nobody, me, myself, and I. Because you're safer that way. Sadly. And thank you again, Mira, for 48 months. Thank you. Ano, Pizza Chantel's living credit line. Let me repeat that. Pete's is Chantel's living credit line. That part. Just Jamie, thank you. A long time ago, I saw someone saying that control is the reason why she gives everyone new names. Think about it. Smee, BBJ, KC, BB, Pete's. I've never actually connected that. That's true. She even gave, I think Natter was genuinely to protect his identity because at this point she knew how the internet was, but that's true. She does give everyone a new name. So, ooh, because she sees everybody as her property, sadly. Mao, thank you, Boo. Her and ALR both have absolutely zero control over themselves, which is why they are so desperate to control everything else in their world. That. Thank you, Boo. Charlie, can we revisit the number one live stream? What's the number one live? Cap, tag me. Actually, tag me in Discord. What's the number one live stream? What's that? The number one live stream. Can we visit the number one live stream? Yeah, tag me in Discord if you don't mind, because I feel like I should know that, but it's going right over my head. But thank you, Boo. Yvette, thank you. Just when you think it can't get worse, you're referring to the break because I saw this. You are happy now. Look at me in the eyes. You are happy. Thank you for 46 months. Oh my goodness. Let me get back to Chantel and I'll get to some more of the support. I want to repeat because I always fall behind. Thank you for all the support. I don't know if I've ever explained this. One of the reasons why I stay on what I'll do is I'll break up going over the support and focusing over the content is because I think about playback. And because I'm so long-winded, if I don't focus on, the edit and what we came here for, and I just go back and forth, it will be a lot more chaotic than it already is. So thank you for everyone who sends support and you're patient with me because sometimes I miss some or I can't get to any, but that's the real reason I break it up the way that I do. Because I have to think about you guys here who came here for the topic, and I also have to think about playback who wants a more balanced live stream. I'll be thinking that hard about shit, y'all. But yeah, thank you, y'all. Let's get back into Chantel.
As your best friend? No. No, I'm not trying to move it on Natter. I was supposed to get him a place. I was supposed to get an apartment for us. And he would always be like, and what, Pizza's gonna live there? You're not paying the rent for Pizza? No. I always defended him against Swordfish. Do you know how many times Swordfish threatened to kick his ass? I never let him back in my home after that. Never. And you're not gonna find another bitch like me. You're not gonna find another bitch like me. I want Pete to come and fucking tell off Natter. No, I'm not gonna let anything happen to Pete. Are you kidding? Nothing will happen to Pete. This is why we fight all the time. I don't put up with this shit. Actually, we fight every day, almost. Because he always does something that pisses me off. Or vice versa. Alright. With a little help from my friends, right, Pete?
Yeah. So we're reacting to the asshole?
Before we get into this here, for anyone who wasn't around, what you're about to see is when Chantel would try to use Pete's as a way to pretty much set off Natter. The same man who was sitting there threatening Pete's and all these things, calling him slurs, all of that. You'll see how giddy she is here because she wants to use Pete's as a way to not only get Natter's attention, but also set him off. The same man who has literally gone and got locked up for stabbing people. Oh, and Cap, I see what you're saying. Oh, the time that Chantel lost it over people typing number one in the chat. I don't know if I have that saved. I know I went over it on YouTube. I don't know if I was that good at archiving just yet. If anyone has sort of a time frame when that happened, I could go and look for it. Because for anybody who wasn't around, there was a time that Chantel literally went off because there was a viewer who said type one in chat for whatever, and Chantel wasn't paying attention and people kept typing one in chat. It set her ass off. We literally got a rage from Chantel because viewers were typing one in the chat, and I'm not exaggerating. That's how easily triggered her dumbass is.
Yeah.
Fuck you, asshole. You're a controlling, abusive douchebag.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah.
You're awful.
Yeah. Nothing's gonna happen to Pete.
Yeah, like I said, if he tries, I will absolutely call the police on him.
He's gonna get his got no criminal friends after us, I guess. Let him punch you so he violates parole. Oh god.
I mean, I'd still rather not be punched.
Then why do this?
Yeah, especially not by him.
I am still weak and cowardly. Let's not.
I would take a punch for you. I
Let's
would
not
not
forget that part.
No one's punching you. I would be in the middle, and I would take all the punches.
I didn't believe that then, and I still don't believe that today. In this moment, Chantel is once again using Pete's when Pete's could have simply still been upstairs doing whatever Pete's was doing. And you'll hear in a moment, Chantel wanted Pete's to come down to react to Natter, because at this point, this is when Chantel and Natter used to do those dueling live streams, like reacting to one another, pretty much their foreplay. Pete's actually had finished a therapy appointment here, and I forgot that. It's because I grabbed this to go over and clip it, and Pete's had actually finished a therapy appointment. And this is what Chantel calls Pete's downstairs to fucking do.
Yeah, just got off my therapy. Got off from my therapist.
Went okay?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. Talked about Talked about how my brain is a jerk.
Your brain's a jerk?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you're threatened. You fuck. See? Say something to him. His anger will come out. Watch.
Nothing, because you don't take shower, you go kill yourself. I'm gonna kill myself, you don't feel good.
Uh-huh.
Now you give me the order to talk, would you?
Sure thing, buddy.
The order to talk? Come watch you. Fish stick.
Fish stick.
Fish stick.
That's his word for...
Just a reminder of what Chantel's about to say. The reason she knows what fish stick meant is because Natter used to call Pete's that to her. So she created a safe space where Natter felt comfortable to use these slurs towards Pete's.
Forgive me, but he said faggot, and he's trying to say he said fish stick.
Because they're wrong place.
Fucking asshole. Wow. So you need to beat somebody to have balls. That's a real man. Pete's can have a vagina and still be more of a man than you. Pete's will have a vagina and still be more of a man than you.
And this comment was even disgusting. Oh, and speaking of, because this was referring to Pete's identity, and I just want to reiterate, I apologize for mixing up what I mixed up earlier. Sorry. I feel like flustered because I realized how bad I fucked up when I was saying that, but I just want to apologize again. But this comment is still, once again, to Pete's identity.
What do you have to talk about? Bubba Ganoush all the time? Nobody gives a crap. Oh my god. He's making fun of Pete's for liking Star. See how threatened he is by Pete's? It's cute how threatened you are by Pete's. It's so cute how you're threatened by Pete's. No one's gonna care about you in a month. Watch.
You talking about me?
She chased him for months after this.
No one's gonna care about you. That's so sweet. Hey, Jafar, want to sit on Pete's fish stick? He does.
I want you to pay attention to this, because that comment was disgusting. Chantel read it out loud, laughed, and Pete's is the one who actually had to correct it. Like, hey, this is not okay. And then Chantel switches up because she's, he probably does. What she's referring to, the comment is saying like Natter wants to sit on Pete's, and she's laughing. And towards the end of this clip, she still tries to insinuate that Natter may have been gay. And for those who weren't around years ago, one of the biggest problematic things that Chantel brought up when it comes to getting a clap is Chantel was at one point trying to say Natter must have gotten the clap by sleeping with his roommate, which is obviously a disgusting stereotype that is already out there. keep in mind there's been no proof of this. So her reading out that homophobic comment, laughing, Pete's immediately comes in and is just like, hey, like, this ain't it.
What are the poppers
Implying
for?
that somebody is gay is a shitty
really-
way of insulting
yeah.
somebody.
I'm going to run it back because I need you to take in every part of that. So she laughs, and right before Peach starts speaking, what Chantel says is, what are the poppers for? So I'm going to run it back. I want you to take in all that clip. And then she stops, like he says this, and then she's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, what? It was just okay a couple of seconds ago.
Ew. That's so sweet. Hey, Jafar, want to sit on Pete's fish stick? He does. What are the poppers
Implying
for?
that somebody is gay is a shitty way of insulting somebody. Don't do that.
Yeah, who cares if he does want to? I mean, I suspect, I don't know. I mean, you never know.
It's almost like she can't help but be a bigot. And this is opinion I've had for years, and I will continue to have, especially when it comes to Pete. As much as Pete speaks out about issues that different marginalized groups face, at the end of the day, his best friend is a bigot. That's why a lot of times when he speaks up, or when he used to speak up a bit more loudly on Chantal's channel, I never took him seriously. You are living with a bigot. You support a bigot. So these talking points should start at home. So Chantal had no problem laughing at that homophobic comment. She didn't think twice. So Pete can talk about all the different things that he wants to talk about. Chantal is a bigot. And he hasn't been able to cut her loose.
I think I'm like 100% addicted to this person. In like a bad way. So then I was like, you know what? Fuck, I'm just gonna talk freely about how I feel. Fuck you if you fucking judge me for it. I don't care. I missed him at that moment. Okay? I'm just gonna come out and say it. I fucking missed him. I missed his dick, and I wanted to see him. That's it. I never let him back in my house. How many times? He was only there a handful of times. And then he started getting nasty, and that was it. See you later. Fuck you. And be like a travel couple and do content together.
The reason I put these clips in is to remind you all those months that she was still chasing Natter, still, in a lot of ways, choosing Natter over Pete's. And yet she has this expectation of Pete's today.
What? Fuck, I can't help it. I just want to be with him sometimes. He's not a crackhead. He doesn't do crack. I'm sorry, but I don't want to like... I hate that drug shaming shit anyways. I fucking hate it. Why are you guys being so judgmental? So you all collectively... I don't see one comment, one person who thinks I should be with him. Nessa, not to be rude, we don't like the word bruh around here, okay?
The reason I kept that clip in, shout out to Opinionated in Discord. Chantel was just upset, and any little comment, she had something to say. So this viewer said, bruh. And Chantel goes, we don't say bruh around here. Literally on the 14th, she had a stream titled bruh. And I didn't even remember that until Opinionated typed it in the Discord. Like, why is she saying that? She literally had a stream titled bruh not too long ago. And I scrolled back in the Discord and I said, look at that. She sure did. We don't say bruh around here. You literally titled the whole fucking stream bruh. Stupid.
stop trying to control us. It's not about controlling shit. It's about he should be doing these things automatically. I feel like his family got in his head and he's just so happy to just throw it. Like he
These clips here are the most important clips of the stream that I really wanted to focus on to tie pretty much her behavior together. And the last clip, even though she's not talking about Salah, you can literally tie it to what she's saying now. Her behavior has been an issue for years. And Chantel, one of the reasons she tries to control the people in her life so much is because as much as she treats others so disposable, she knows at the end of the day, she's just as disposable. And the reason she needs people to rely on her, she needs people to control, is because the day that they wake the fuck up, if they're too independent, they'll leave her. She doesn't truly want Pete's that independent. The only reason she wants Pete's a little independent right now is because Chantel can't afford an apartment on her own. She can't afford really much of anything without begging for the internet's help. But please believe if she was to get her income back up, she would encourage Pete's to not go back to work. She would encourage Pete's to quit his job like she did before. Because the more the people close to Chantel rely on her, the less likely it is that you walk out of her life, especially if she disrespects you in a huge way. So I'm going to play all these clips through. And the last clip, again, is from years ago, but it speaks to just about everything she's been saying currently when it comes to Salah. And it was about Natter when she said it.
was just too happy to throw everything away, even though we broke up amicably, but it's still like some things he said were just hurtful. Do you think it's like fair for somebody normal to be with somebody he's like, no women here insult their husbands, and when we fight you insult me. Okay, and I forgave you when you cheated on me, right? So I never did that to you. Anyways, just stuff like that. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just probably leaving sooner, and I have no one to talk to because I'm here by my fucking self because he left me alone again. Like, I know he's just gonna leave me like dust in the wind and just move on. Someone else. Like I'm nothing. You know, I always feel like nothing in everyone's life. I want to feel like... You ever just want to feel like number one in someone's life? Like just, you know, this one person just can't live without you. Like, I would want someone to feel the way about me that I did about him. Like, I really, 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 really do. I really do. I would love that.
Chantel and Salah's marriage really started to go downhill when Salah's community grew. Salah's community grew with his family. That means there were more outside voices, places for Salah to possibly vent. That's one of the reasons she needs to control Pete's community. She can't allow those outside voices. So when she says here, you know, for her to be their number one, what Chantel actually means is their one and only. Because any outside influence threatens her being in their lives. And it's something that I started to notice even when I was going through the edit. I was just like, this sounds familiar. This sounds like exactly what you were saying when it comes to Salah. Because here's the thing, Salah's community wasn't actually that big in Kuwait. It sounded like his father and his sister had great careers, probably busy with their life. And, you know, she messed up the couple of friendships that Salah had. So Salah was really isolated. When Chantel was living with Pete's, their dynamic worked a lot because Pete's does suffer with, you know, his mental health. And he's also very isolated. The only relationships and friendships that will work for Chantel is if they remain isolated and she remains in control. And she needs to offer something that can keep her in control. Sala, she lost that control. He has a bigger community. She doesn't make as much money, so she's losing control. She sees Pete's chat in a similar light. He's having these great conversations. These people that don't even like her are over there actually engaging with Pete's. And when she comes in chat, she can't say whatever she wants. She can't demand whatever she wants. And he's not agreeing with her. It's a threat to her. It's a threat to someone who has abusive behavior. Through and through, Chantel is an abuser. And that has not changed.
Shut the fuck up. Cheap ass loser. Am I mean? Yeah, I am. Anyway. Did you talk to Pete when you were in Kuwait for years? Yeah, we.
Cancer warrior. Charlie, it just dawned on me that she was with BB and his whole family lived in Africa. She wanted him because she was his only focus, she thought. Remember when back in the day, Chantel would discuss BB's sister? And I think at one point, BB's sister would either visit or I think some people thought she lived there. But there was this disdain that she had when she mentioned BB's sister, even through recorded content. Chantel truly wants her partners isolated, where she's their whole world and nothing else. Imagine if Chantel ever got with someone who had kids. Could you imagine?
Did keep in touch regularly. Yep.
Pete's never cheated. He's like literally the only person I know with values and that he sticks to. And I like hung out with him and I would have to keep my friendship with him secret. Oh yeah, I was talking to Pete this whole time and I hung out with him yesterday, so fuck you. I'm not gonna get rid of my friend for you.
Hold on. Y'all know I'll be behind in chat. Can we get some love in the chat for Perpetual Goose? Thank you. Thank you from just existing. Because you just existing gave us all this. Thank you. And for anyone confused, Perpetual Goose is Goose Chuck. So thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know if you've been back in the chat. I don't know because I genuinely don't watch Pete's, but shout out to you.
And I saw him when I got here. But I didn't do anything sexual.
So I guess our friendship is expendable. It's worth dollars and views.
That's nasty. And apparently you're very nasty to her too, so.
This is Pete's attempting to.
And actually, you were nasty. I deleted one of your comments for a reason, because you were being dick to her.
You could tell Pete's felt pressured to do this.
Like, okay, he wants to allow my haters in the chat, whatever. He can say, you know what? That's my best friend. Don't appreciate you putting her down and talking shit.
I tend not to block unless they piss me off. Or if I get reports of someone being like a fucking Nazi or something. If I have people I trust coming in and be like, hey, if I have people I trust messaging me and being like, hey, just so you know, this person's super racist. So I tend to.
So if Pete's would block someone who's super racist. Why isn't Chantel blocked? See, this is where one of the areas I have an issue with Pete's. If they're super racist, did Pete's need another compilation? They've been out there. And I find it hard to believe that through all those rages and rants that Chantel has done through the years, even while living with Pete's, I'm sure Pete's has heard it himself. So Pete's would block someone super racist, and yet Chantel has not been blocked yet. Interesting.
I will sometimes just like not give oxygen when people are talking shit.
Like, it's a no-brainer. Like, is it too much to ask? Seriously. What would you do if that was your best friend?
Hold on. I actually want to bring up Goose's comment. I can't see her in chat referring to Chantel. I didn't even know she was there until chat flooded with people telling her to chill. When I tell y'all, even watching it back, because I noticed you didn't actually say anything to her. Like, you were literally just in there vibing. And your existence bothered her enough. It's almost as if Chantel seeks out these issues, and when she doesn't get the results that she expects, we get this. And again, Goose, we appreciate you.
Well, he needs to not be lazy. If he's too lazy to defend his best friend, then he's maybe not a good best friend.
Nobody fucking cares.
About what? Dee and
The fucking drama.
I
Christ, let the fucking shit go.
I'm ranting.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, just let that shit go.
I will when I'm ready.
It's fucking toxic and everybody is annoyed by it.
This is solid advice that Pete is giving his best friend. Let's see how Chantel responds.
The only people who aren't annoyed by it are the people who are like
involved in it. I'm annoyed?
No, the only people who aren't annoyed by it are the people who are trying to profit off of it.
Well, I'm annoyed.
The reaction exactly. You're annoyed too. The only people not annoyed are the fucking reaction channels who use this shit for their own content.
Okay, well, I'm processing.
Let that shit fucking go. He doesn't fucking matter. He doesn't matter in the slightest. He's irrelevant.
You're irrelevant.
He's a fucking nobody.
You're a nobody. Right?
Christ.
Well, go in your room and put your earphones on then.
Go in your room and put earphones in. That's another thing Chantel didn't ever consider, is those rages would be heard in the next room. I can only imagine everything that Pete's heard from that other room. Because you got to remember, her voice would carry. She's raging. She's going back and forth with Natter. Sometimes going live in the middle of the night. So Pete's is going in there, giving his friend solid advice, like, let it go. Enough. The only people really taking this in are your haters and creators. Pete's wasn't wrong. But Chantel wants to keep going on and on, even though there was no solution, even though she kept making an ass out of herself. Go in your room and put in your headphones. Pete's is an adult, not a child.
Honestly, like, I'm saying this for your benefit.
I know. I know. His chat is toxic, yeah. Yeah, I said right in his chat. Yeah. The haters give him money and memberships and all this other shit. Because, just like they do with other reaction channels.
Chantel tries to paint it as if Pete's is making a shit ton of money on his channel. It's not the case. She's just saying anything right now to try to justify the fact that she ran online to sit here and dog out her friend when she could have just privately messaged Pete's. This idea that Pete's gets all these memberships and all, no. I'm sure after the other day, maybe there's an influx of viewers, an influx of support, sure. But on a day-to-day, Pete's doesn't get that much support. And even the little bit of viewership that Pete's gets, it sounds like for the most part, Pete's appreciates it. Pete's just appreciates that he has a small community that fucks with the topics that he wants to fuck with. But Chantel wants to frame it as something else. Like Pete's just likes the money that her haters sends him and the memberships, please. She's a joke.
Like, to try to encourage him to let them stay and talk shit. Oh, sorry, our friendship is worth $5. Okay. No, I'm not texting him. I made myself clear in the chat publicly, and that's it. I'm not begging people to feel a certain way. That's not.
Ooh, snarky priest. Very good point. The fact that she told him that people were not there for him, they were only there because they hate her, shows how little she cares about him and how irrelevant he is in her world. Very true. I'm not going to discount that a lot of viewers found Pete's through Chantel, but most stayed for Pete's. Pete's is not giving up tea. Pete's is not over there being messy. Pete sits in that same room, same position, looks the same, and talks about a small variety of topics. And those viewers stick around and engage with Pete's. But yeah, during that tantrum, Chantel goes on to say, they're not even there for you, they're there for me. That's a friend.
How I do things. I'm not the one letting YouTube get in the way, Swag Daddy. I'm not the one allowing people to talk shit about him. Yeah, YouTube lover, they blame. Yeah, I know. The thing is.
This is her trying to rewrite what happened with Timbit. And after these clips will be done for the evening, but this is a reminder of what actually happened around the time that Timbit passed away. And for those who don't know, Timbit was Pete's cat. Pete's had Timbit for, I want to say like 15 years. It was a long time. But Pete's mental health did go downhill a bit more after obviously his longtime friend passed. But here's a reminder of Timbit.
He doesn't even blame me for anything. They're the ones who make up fake problems. And I just wish he would see that. Like, they're not, I don't know. I am big mad, Misha. Like, what the hell? You guys are accusing me all the time of being a shitty friend of Pete's. And I'm, like, really, really good to him. Like, I was there for him. I brought him there. I was there with him when it happened. I paid for everything. And I was with him after. So, I mean, I don't know, like, how much more supportive I can be.
By the way, that ended up being a lie. Later on, it was discovered that she dropped Pete's off and then went back to Natter. She wasn't there when they made the decision to, I believe, put down Timbit. Either way, she was not there. She was not there. She lied. It came out later on. So what she's saying right here was a bold-faced lie.
He's one text away, one phone call. Fizz, I'm not feeling good. Can you please come? I need help. I need something. Bye. I would be right there.
That's a lie too.
And for me, like, I want to relax with my friggin' machine, which is here, and I just want to like be in my own grieve in my own way. So why am I being villainized for wanting to grieve in my own way? What the hell? Like, he knows I'm here. If like I'm not. Yes, I don't like sleeping there. Like right now, like. I'm in love, I'm in a relationship, and I know it's hard for some of you to accept, but that's how it is with me right now. I don't want to stop going live. I like hanging out with you guys. I'm actually really happy right now. Like, right now in this moment, like, since Toronto, I've never been happier. Okay? And I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just really trying just to not let anything sabotage it.
Apparently, he got annoyed at her for taking me to the animal hospital. Like, he got
And Chantel ended up being upset about Pete saying this, and Natter went on to threaten Pete once again because of this here.
annoyed at her for taking me to the animal hospital. I mean, never mind that, she's helping her best friend. Never mind that even. He's clearly just a self-centered, controlling asshole. And he's probably gonna hear that I said that. And I don't give a shit that he hears it. He deserves to hear that he's a self-centered, controlling asshole. And I genuinely, sincerely hope that she does break up with him soon. And I'm pretty sure Chantel's not. I'm pretty sure Chantel won't be happy that I said all this shit about him.
She wasn't, because this is actually the truth. She tried to paint it very differently to viewers. And then Pete's got asked a simple question and answered honestly.
I honestly don't give a shit. Do I tell her how I feel? Yes. Chantel knows how I feel about the situation. And I've told her that. I have told her that if she ever wises up and breaks up with him, she can sleep on my couch.
I think he doesn't even think it's that deep, but, like, whatever.
When people criticize Chantel and Pete's relationship, once again, this night here, is what I believe a lot of viewers have in the back of their mind. Why a lot of viewers are in hopes that Pete's does not return to that environment, does not go back to living with Chantel. Because this was the most disgusting but best example of how disposable Pete's was to Chantel. That man pretty much said he was suicidal. And Chantel still said this here. Like, lay down, I don't have the will to live. Like, I can't force you to do things. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't think people think it's bullshit, but I do help a lot of people in my life. I have a life that you guys, like, I mean, I do things that you guys don't see, obviously, but like with relationships with friends and like people. I'm not ditching Pete's for Natter. There's room in my life for everybody, and if there's not, I'm not going to ditch a friendship of 20 years for somebody. I don't know why you think I'm that type of person.
I'm more mad at the people, like, the pathetic people who go in his chat to do that. Like, get a life. You really need to get a life. I don't even want to mention their names. They're not even worth it. Like Salah says, they're like friggin' farts on a tile. Like, grow up. You're like friggin' middle-aged women who do nothing but fucking watch for when I enter his chat so you can gang up on me and Teardrop. You're pathetic.
Again, no self-awareness. None. That is it for the edit and commentary. I'm going to get to some of the support. To anyone who's here for that, I tied that together for y'all. Wanted to include the clips and really paint Chantel for who the fuck she is. Unfortunately, if you've been around for a while, you're not new to this. Chances are Pete is going to move back in with Chantel. And what's sad is Pete's mental health more than likely will plummet once again. And it's a shame. I don't know what it's going to take for Pete to say no to Chantel, for Pete to prioritize himself over Chantel, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon, unfortunately. Killwell, thank you so much for the support. Chantel can call people pathetic and old all she wants. They'll all outlive her anyways. Sit and spin, Foodie. That and this whole idea that, oh, these people are pathetic. They tune into this, they tune into that. Most viewers are literally just watching her destroy her life online. And a lot of viewers are doing it while actively living their lives, a life that she can't even achieve. Chantel lives in four walls. No matter the location she's at, she's stuck inside four walls talking to strangers online for validation, for a little bit of attention. There are people who watch my streams while at the gym. There are people, and not just my streams, this community as a whole. They'll be at the gym, they'll be studying. They'll actually, there was a comment that I had earlier where the viewer was like, "Oh, I'll be in and out because I'm studying." I'm gonna find it right here. Amen. We'll be popping in and out today. I have quite a bit of studying to do. Yeah, there are people who are living their lives, who are focusing on achievements, focusing on their lives while also tuning into a train wreck. Just because a viewer is engaged doesn't mean their world around them stops. People can multitask. But she wants to believe that because she wants to believe she's still superior to viewers, and she's not. She wants to still believe she's better than a lot of the people who tune in to watch her be a mess online, and that's not the case. I don't care if it's a viewer that works a part, and this is not to be disrespectful, I'm just trying to make the simplest example. I don't care if it's a viewer who works part-time, who plays video games for half the day, and just simply walks their dog and hang out with a friend twice a month. That's still more of a life than Chantel is living. That's still more of a life. There are people who have not even traveled as much as Chantel has traveled and have more fulfilling lives, who aren't as miserable as she is. Please. There are plenty of people who are doing a lot of different things. Just because they're tuned in doesn't mean they have no life. They might be invested, and I'm grateful. I'm sure a lot of creators in this space are grateful that viewers are invested. Let's be for real. A lot of us can't talk about this shit to, people in our personal lives. Some people still don't get it. Some people still don't get it. So the fact that we've been able to create a community, a pretty sizable community at that, that's what she's really mad at. A lot of creators in this space, a lot of reactors in this space have the community that Chantel wants. It's not to say we don't get criticized, but we don't have the following she has. And we're able to do it and freely be ourselves. I use profanity. I can be crude. I'm long-winded. I mute myself sometimes. Like, there's different things you can criticize about me. And I still have a solid community. And I don't have to sit online and show my ass. I don't even have to sit online and talk about my personal life. Chantel is going to be in for a rude awakening when she lands in Canada. The e-begging is going to continue. The content isn't going to get better. And when viewers really start to accept, it's not going to be crackheads running around Canada again. I think she's really going to see, oh, maybe Syria, maybe Kuwait wasn't the only issue. Because Chantel's never going back to making $20K a month. I just don't see it. And if she continues to keep up the low effort shit that she's doing, while there's people like Rosie out there, while there's Amber, while there's Tommy's feeder ass still lurking and trying to get attention, baby, people won't be tuning in like that. They won't. A lot of people are holding on to see what Canada gives. And I do think people think it's going to give more than what it truly is going to be. I don't think people realize Canada this time around is not going to be what you think it is. Will she be ordering out, eating on camera, getting high? Sure. But that other element that really drew people in before she moved to Kuwait, that's not there anymore. And the truth is, I don't want that back. Let Nader be locked up. Let him finally be thrown under the jail. So even when people speculate they might be I don't believe Chantel and Nader are speaking. I don't. I haven't seen the slightest bit of evidence. And the truth is, I hope they never go back to speaking. I don't want Nader in this space no more. I genuinely don't. He needs to just be under the jail and move on. Maybe she could go back to being, her whole era. I'll be down for that. But Natter got to be dead. He just needs to stay away. I don't actually want anything involving him back in this space. But that's just me. Liz, thank you so much for joining the Welfare Fund. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs. One day I'm going to get this to be stable. EBTs, sorry. Thank you, Boo. Thank you so much. And thank you for anyone who joined the Welfare Fund, anyone who joined memberships in general. But I appreciate you. But especially when it comes to the Welfare Fund, thank you for doing your part and trying to keep my Black ass off of welfare. I appreciate you. See, you could just come up here and engage, be respectful, give good content, and you don't have to e-bag. If people want to support, they just want to support. And another thing, when it comes to support and e-bagging and all that stuff, please be prepared. Chantel is going to ramp up the e-bagging because apparently she had said, I remember she said she wanted to start a campaign to, I know the scooters first, and then she said eventually to get, there was some furniture she mentioned she was going to, fundraise for. And then what was the other thing? She said eventually she'd try to fundraise for a car. It's going to be food, getting high, laying around still. If she gets the scooter, I personally don't think there will be that much scooter content, but we'll see. And a whole bunch of e-begging with nothing in return. So hopefully that generosity slows down, but hey, it's people's money. They do what they want. Cara, Pete's needs to grow a spine. Yes. But it's not going to happen no time soon. That's the sad part. Maria, I'm sick and can't sleep. Love from Athens, Greece. Oh, boop, Maria, I hope you feel better. Can you send some love to Maria in the chat? I hope you feel better. Stay hydrated and follow doctor's order. And don't do too much. Don't overexert, please. Snarky, thank you so much. You've always been so kind to small channels. Oh, thank you, boo. I try. I pay forward everything that happened to me. I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for people uplifting me and helping me out. So I appreciate you, boo. Just Jamie, think about it. ALR wants the same thing. They want attention 24/7 and to have control. They spiral without it and then crash out online. It's so interesting how those similarities, they have so many similarities, and at one point, one another, they thought they were better than each other, and then they just teamed up for the most part. But deep down, I still think Amber truly believes she's a lot better than Chantel. That's the crazy part. And thank you, just Jamie Boo. Shayna, she considered it. She just didn't care. Chantel will never care for anyone outside herself. And I'm just repeating at this point and just being that repetitive. I just hope Pete wakes up. One of the biggest threats to imagine, and I saw this earlier, imagine if Pete's attempted to get a friend outside of Chantel. Not just any friend, a friend who was a woman. Really think about that. Imagine the hell Pete's would go through. Imagine the fit Chantel would throw. I don't believe Pete's can have any friend whatsoever, but especially if the friend was a woman. Because one thing about Chantel, she hates women and she's threatened by them above all else. Becky Shirt, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Gold Cluster, boo. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. Yeah. That's all it's gonna be. And it's pretty sad. And sometimes I do still wonder, like, where is Pete's family? But I know everybody's family dynamic is different. So I don't know. I know he recently did lose a parent, I believe it was. But it's a shame. But again, that's how Chantel likes it. Someone isolated, someone she can control. And Pete's keeps signing up for it. Y'all, oh. Well, hold on. What was it? That the other day over the chat was a message, like a cat spraying its territory. Yeah. That's a good, I like that analogy, like a cat spraying its territory. And here's the thing, and I was just about to end it. I got something else to say. More than ever, she's going to make sure she starts lining that up and planting those seeds, making sure Pete understands. Because if they start living together once again, he's going to be in the next room. He's going to be right in the next room. And she's going to make sure everything under that roof is controlled by her. I'm going to go back to what Tweet T said at the top of the chat. If Pete has learned even a little bit from the past 3 years, Pete should not even agree to move in at all. But seeing though it might happen, it most likely will happen, Pete should at least give it 2 to 3 months. Give it at least 2 to 3 months. Because no matter what, Pete will always, always be disposable to Chantel. And it's unfortunate. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. I appreciate y'all so much. To anyone who became a new member or got gifted a membership, again, please feel free to join Discord. I'm streaming a lot of our shows tomorrow, so I won't be live tomorrow. It's going to be a Discord evening, and it's a great time. So please consider joining us and see if you find a show that you enjoy. All right, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you enjoyed anything about this stream, a quick laugh, or a nice distraction, please consider leaving me a like and a comment when the stream ends. Later, guys.
Well, I look like Peter Griffin today. It's the glasses and the chubby face. Anyways, from being 130 to 280, the bigger you are, the longer the shower. So if I'm 340 pounds, how long do I have to take in the shower? Fuck that. I just wash a few body parts. The ones that don't smell don't really matter.
Well, I mean...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I went to the bathroom. There was no toilet paper. So I took extra long because I had to wash my ass in the sink and then blow dry my ass with the friggin' Dyson hairdryer. It was like very powerful. So luckily I got to just put my butt far enough away. I know! They had no toilet paper! So I washed my hands very well. I don't smell, I think. Excuse me. A, B, C. I can burp the alphabet. I was gonna strip for you for Valentine's Day. You know, I was gonna I bought red platform heels. I bought red lingerie. I was gonna strip for you, but you had to be an asshole. You can't strangle me. You can't strangle me. Oh my god. Goodbye.